Welcome back to our final segment of the Mike Leaf Show for this week. And Coach Leaf, your first home games of 2014 are this weekend. The University of Mary comes in on Friday, and then Minot State on Saturday. A couple really good tests in conference play for the Warriors as they start up again here in 2014.
Yes, absolutely. You know, both those teams are, I don't even want to call them up and coming because they have made such great strides in a short period of time. And Mary's always been there, and they're doing a lot of the same things. And it's based really a lot on dribble penetration, but it's off of the bigs coming out, or the centers and large forwards to setting those ball screens. And they've got, both teams have some good quickness on that perimeter. And, you kind of sound like a broken record, but literally they've got a good big guy. Both teams have good big guys inside. They've got shooters on that perimeter. And, even with Minot watching some game film today, they've got two guards that are extremely quick, and they're the catalyst of the entire team. So being able to contain them. So both teams, extremely important games, but big tests for us at home.
It seems like every team in the conference has good play inside, shooters who can shoot. It's such a deep and a good conference. What can Warrior fans expect as far as kind of style of play-wise from these two teams as they come in this weekend? Well,
it gets to that point where it's the same thing with us. If there's a team ahead of us in the standings, you just give it, I don't want to say extra effort, but it's just... you step up your play. Yeah, you betcha. And so we're going to see that. And that's something that we have to handle as a basketball team, young and old. And it's having that composure, the confidence out there, and doing what we've done in practice and carried over. And so you're going to see two aggressive teams, but you're also going to see a squad that is really focused on taking away the dribble penetration, forcing them to make extra passes, and taking tough shots. And then our big thing, like I said earlier in the show, is the rebounding. We've got to finish. If they get a shot off, they don't get a second one. So again, aggressive play out of our two opponents, both of them playing to some decent ball, and we've got to stop that.
Winona State's the lone unbeaten team in conference play this year. You're 8-0. You've shot 50% or better, I think, in 5 of your last 6 games. So a team that's playing really, really good basketball right now. As you look at yourself as we start January and get into February, what are the things you need to do to continue this good play from this Warrior team?
Well, you bring that up. It's we just talked about that today in our earlier practice, and it's not being complacent and knowing that they've all been in situations to whomever they're playing that maybe it's a game they're supposed to win, or maybe it's a game in which it's going to be a battle to the bitter end. But we've got to really focus on what we do and the precision of what we do, may it be rebounding or setting screens. And that's where you can't get complacent. And I think, I've always said this, I'm a big John Wooden guy, and he was always won, always all those national championships. But he said at a point in time during the year, you've got to refocus because of many teams will plateau. They'll have that plateau, and they'll be happy with where they've gotten to and think they'll just elevate. We've got to focus on knowing what we've done well and now take those components and build on those. And if we don't, then we'll be an average team. So it's the composure and really focused on what we need to do. It's a game they love to play. Let's go out there and play it, but at the same time, let's play smart and let's play as a team.
Absolutely. Well, it's going to be two good ones this weekend. Again, the University of Mary at 8 o'clock on Friday night, Minot State 6 p.m. here on Saturday. It's going to be a couple good ones. We hope to see everyone out here in McCowan Gymnasium for another great weekend of Warrior basketball. Until next week, we'll see you on the Mike Leaf Show.